Hey everybody, it's Christopher Small, the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Today, I want to talk to you about why I hate testamentary trusts and what to do to fix that problem. All right, before I get to that though, as always, I want to remind you, if you have questions related to estate planning or probate and you want to talk with us over the phone for free, you can do so by going to estatemeeting.com. All right, that's it. Testamentary trusts. I don't like them, and I'm not a fan. I won't do them with my clients. So if you're wanting a testamentary trust, call me anyway, because we can talk about it. But you're probably not going to do one after you hear why they're terrible. I've talked about this in the past. It's been a while. I figured I would talk about it again. I had a testamentary trust come through my office last week, and I also, just in case you're researching this and thinking about doing a testamentary trust, I want to try to talk you out of it. The main reason is I only see downside to a testamentary trust. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what the heck is a testamentary trust? Great question. A testamentary trust is, in essence, it's a revocable living trust that's dropped inside of a will. Okay, so basically the will says, when I die, create this trust. Okay, it's called testamentary trust because it's inside of the will. When it goes into the will, it becomes testamentary. I don't know why. It's just fact. Okay, lawyer fact. But they're not that great for a couple of different reasons. Two main reasons, I think, that I don't like them for. Reason number one, this may be the most important reason. If you have a testamentary trust, you still have to go through probate. So you're sort of paying the extra money to get the trust done. You're doing all the extra work, but you're missing out on one of the potential upsides of actually having a trust, and that is avoiding probate. The reason you need probate if you have a testamentary trust is because your trust actually doesn't exist until you die. And what your will says is, when I die, everything is going to go to this trust. The only way that the will can move everything into your trust is with a probate. All right? That means extra expense, extra time, extra frustration, extra work, extra everything after you're gone for your people, okay? And if you've gone through the trouble of thinking about setting up your estate plan, if you've gone through the trouble of creating a trust and thinking about how you want those distributions done, then why make them do that extra step of going through probate, all right? That's reason number one. Reason number two is that when you put a trust inside of a will, that trust is, in all of its provisions and all of its distribution provisions, are going to become public record. The reason for this is, when you die, your will has to be filed with the county. It has to be recorded with the county. When it gets recorded, it becomes a public record. Everything in that will is open to be viewed by everyone else. If you have a trust outside of your will, all your will says is everything just goes to this trust, this private trust that you've created, okay? But if the trust is inside of the will, then it gets recorded right along with everything else, okay? So the alternative for me is I like to just create standalone revocable living trusts when you create your estate plan. You get to avoid probate, you get privacy, you get long-term oversight and management over your assets, and you don't have to do any extra work. When you create it, it just sits there just like it would if it was in a will. But when you die, you don't have to go through probate, and you get that privacy that most people like. You know, if you could prefer public or private with all of your information, I take private. Okay, that's it. So if you're still thinking about doing a testamentary trust, and you want to talk with us about it, that would be great. If you're thinking about doing anything else related to estate planning or probate, and you want to talk with us, that would be great. You can do so over the phone for free by going to estatemeeting.com. As always, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you have a question or comment, please leave it. If you if you know someone needs to hear this, please share it with them. And that's it, right? I'm Christopher Small. I'm the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning. We do probate. We do it well. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you again soon.